It's week 8 of the NFL. And up next is Damone Clark. He'll get after you every chance he can get on defense. It's the Cowboys and the Titans on Sunday night primetime.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Good to be in the booth with my partner Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Welcome, and Greg, this is one of those that's worthy of prime time because wide receivers love the spotlight as much as any position group in the league. And we got two guys who shine under the lights here tonight.
And I think where it's going to be really fun and get interesting to watch, Mike, is in those critical situations. The game's on the line, third down, red zone, gotta have it moments.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. And he's out of bounds in great shape, down at the 15-yard. Scott to his main man, Lamb. CD gets the Cowboys a first down. Now a handoff, running right. And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's a run. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that...
Off the play fake, it's Levis. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They'll run. And that big offensive block. Clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Titans.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch. Stays in bounds. And he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that. Here's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Quick throw here is complete. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Prescott again. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future. And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well. You're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to...
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. From the gun, it's Levis. That one complete to Moore. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4.
Like 49!
Handoff here, up the middle. And the Titans are going to be set up with first and goal. He couldn't quite break the plane. They'll have it at the 1-yard line.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Like 90, like 90.
A run on first and goal. Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, Tennessee. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams...
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal. Out of the shotgun, Levis. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
They go play action with Levis. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
It's a loss of 8. Makes it third and goal.
So, some extra time to ponder this third and goal situation as we are now through the third. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. For the lead, here is third and goal.
Like 90.
Now Levis. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Elijah Moore. Touchdown Titans. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and...
From the 34 now, it's first and 10. To throw is Levis. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
And that is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. Here's Dak Prescott, and the Cowboy offense set to go again. MVP of the NFL. It's the first half of the season, but as you can see, he's already leading the league in passing yardage. They'll drop to throw. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb, and it'll be third down. Now Prescott. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That'll change things. Out of bounds inside the 35.
And you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far that has proven to not be the case.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Open man, downfield, it's C.D. Lamb. And he will get into the end zone. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch. But the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback. And then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills. And wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Titans offense starting to trot out for this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10.
Like 5-4. Like 5-4.
Levis to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Like 0.
Levis. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Here is 1st and 10.
Like 46.
Now, Levis. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. An injured player on the field, and that is Micah Parsons, who needs some medical attention. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Now, on 2nd and long.
Hey, like 13. Like...
Levis to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Now, a big third down.
Set.
Here's Levis. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
And after that completion, they don't have enough to move the chain, so it's all going to come down to this. If they want any opportunity to go down and kick themselves a field goal, they've got to convert here on this fourth down. They need their best play.
There we go.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's taken in. He's going to pick up a Titans first down. As this defense a little too loose there, giving up 19 yards on fourth down. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
And this one is blocked. A big hole. Past midfield. Still on the move. And he's going to take this one back all the way. Disastrous. The blocked extra point leads to 2 for the defense instead of 1 for the offense. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. There's C.D. Lamb heading back out there with the rest of his Cowboys teammates. This is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and we'll get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Here we go. One final play. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb. So it's a win here for the Titans. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Titans winners here in Music City as we say so long from Nashville.